Oh, there's been a while since I've done an update video. I figured I'd share some of the stuff I picked up at a flea market and just show you a few little things we've had going on around here. Stopped at a flea market a little ways from the house, and they had a set of these Bondhouse Allen wrenches. They're all there. They're all in good shape. None of them are bent or twisted, or the ends aren't boogered up, and the price was right. Just for giggles, I'll tell you what I paid for the flea market stuff when I get done. The other thing I found at the flea market, I found two of these. These are brand new Craftsman metric 7-piece set. You have 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. And we've got a good assortment of metric wrenches, but we don't have high quality metric wrenches. And the price was right on those, so I went ahead and picked them up. And the last thing I got at the flea market, let me knock that out of the way, was this set of Lufkin micrometers. Now, the reason I bought these is that my grandfather had a set of 0 to 6 Lufkin micrometers. I've got his it's either his 4 to 5 or his 5 to 6, I don't remember. And so I want to go ahead and get this, get a set of micrometers that match what he had. So, and it's got the 1, 2, and 3. So, and I will get the rest of the set together at some point. Last thing I picked up, this was not from the flea market. The flea market deals, I paid $160 for all those tools. So I thought I did pretty good. Now, the other thing I picked up was a set of, honest to God, Snap-on drill bits. And the reason I bought these, and then after I bought them, I realized the problem, is that these are Snap-on drill bits, have a lifetime warranty. The reason I bought them was that, let's look at a 31/64. This is the length of a 31/64. This is the length of that Snap-on drill bit. By the time it rides up, they're shorter. And the advantage of them being shorter is that they'll let me use on that milling machine because I have less projection on the mill. The problem I have, and it may not be a problem now that I look at it, is that my drill, oh, that's going to work out all right. Never mind then. I didn't check that. This is the little drill chuck I made to use on that milling machine. Turns out that it only opens to 3/8, but these all have reduced shanks. So now I have a set of high quality drill bits that I can use on the mill, but I don't have it's not a Bridgeport. I don't have a whole lot of Z travel like I do. And put that back up so I don't lose track of it. And what I'm talking about is, when I paid a $100 bill for that. What I'm talking about is that, well, of course I would hang up the tripod on something underneath me there. That's the way that always goes. Is that this milling machine, I don't have all the drill chucks I could find that had this taper, the NTB 30. The chuck projected way out. And that was going to be a problem because that reduces, I don't have just tons of Z travel here. So that lets me drill holes with good drill bits with shorter drill bits. So that's why I did that. And the only other thing, Dad showed up, he's over there, that I was working on was, this is an old boring head that was slated to be thrown in the dumpster. The taper on it was a weird taper that I couldn't find anybody who had a machine that matched it. So I locked this end up, put it in the forge jaw, got it indicated in pretty close, and then I've been just turning off this material on this taper slowly, very light cuts, because this is it's not the most stable thing in the world. And you'll see what is kind of substandard machine work when it was done. See how that hole in the end right there is not true? So I'm just very carefully taking that metal off and making me a boring head. When I get done with it, I'm gonna probably saw it off right about here. I should have sawed it off before I started, but I didn't think about that. And I thought about it after I've been working on it for about 3 hours. I realized that I should have just went and cut it off. Then I'd just be cutting this instead of cutting all this. And I don't want to put a lot of force in because this is not the most rigid thing in the world. But when I get done, I'll have a boring head and I can mount in that machine to when I'm boring something, I can use the fine down feed and bore, because it's got a veneer scale up here, you know, which is why I got to get another. When I do a DRO, I've got to get a 4th axis so that you can control and see how far you're going down. So yeah, this is coming along. The only other thing we got going is Dad and I, he's over there looking for hardware, I think, is that our lawnmower decided to shear some engine bolts, and we didn't realize that mower had been torquing on the frame for a while, and Dad's fixing some wiring problems while we got it open, but had to pull a broken bolt out. We never could get that broken bolt out of this hole right here, so I ended up just drilling through it and helicoiling it, because that bolt, see, Dad made some alignment dowels to put in there to help line the motor up. We're putting that on this morning. We ain't forgot about our saw. You know, we just, when the mower quit, it became the priority. So yeah, just doing a quick little update video on how things are going. I'm gonna put these new wrenches. I told you I bought 2 sets of them. Dad had one of the sets in his truck. There's one of them, there's the other. I'm taking one to work with me. So all right, well, I appreciate y'all taking time to watch, and we'll catch y'all later.